Week 5, baby, is right upon us. Like, follow, subscribe. Let's get this shit show going.
We live.
Disconnect between the head coach and the GM.
Because
and
nobody
when you
sees
have
Howie's vision.
no, Howie's a freaking moron, and there's a reason why.
Howie,
Jeffrey,
you got a moron.
Are you ever gonna let me freaking talk? God damn, bro!
Happy Thursday and welcome to another episode of Birds, Beers, and BS here on the AAT Sports Network. We are your hosts, Pina, along myself, Eagle Jeff Warner, and you if you would like to get involved.
Get involved.
Again, make sure you're following, liking, subscribing, leave your comments. Look, Philadelphia Eagles are 4-0. They got a big victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars this past weekend, and they look forward to taking down the other birds of prey, the Arizona Cardinals, this Sunday in Glendale. But first, we'll dive into them just momentarily. But we got to pay some bills here, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank our friends at Doan Distillery in Quakertown. You can check them out at the Trolley Barn Public Market in Quakertown. You can visit their website at doandistillery.com to see their list of their delicious drinks and spirits, and also to make sure to check out the other vendors at the Trolley Barn. They have a great beef jerky place. They have a beer brewery place there. They have
Chinese food,
a pizza place. Look. I'll say if you're ever in the middle of Quakertown looking for something to do, stop by Doan, stop by the Trolley Barn Public Market in Quakertown. There's a lot to check out, a lot of good time. They have a great ice cream place with Batch. So
bring the family. Trust me, you guys won't be disappointed.
You definitely want to check it out. Again, DoanDistillery.com, and we'd like to thank them for having us this past Sunday.
Shout out
for the AATBirds pregame show. We'll be back there very soon.
Absolutely.
I'd like to also thank our friends at Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant in Allentown. They are available for takeout or delivery or dine-in at 610-395-2300 or vinnyspizzapa.com. From their delicious pizzas to their subs, their sandwiches. Lots of great food there. And again, they are available for takeout or delivery. They are located off the Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center in Allentown.
Yes, sir.
They have great game day and daily specials just for you. So game days here Saturday and Sunday with college and pro football.
Yeah.
You have Major League Baseball underway. I'll say grab some pizzas, grab some subs, take it home, have a good time with your friends and family watching some sports.
Absolutely.
Again, Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant in Allentown. I'd like to also thank our friends at Stuff to the Grills in Allentown off the Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center as well. Order by calling 484-274-6760 or visit StuffToTheGrills.com for their full menu and daily and weekly specials. Again, they are also available for catering orders. So if you have a work function, a family gathering, a graduation party, a birthday party, and you're looking for some good grub, good desserts, and some good sides, Stuff to the Grills is the place to go. Again,
for sure.
StuffToTheGrills.com to check them out in Allentown.
Word.
I'd like to quickly thank our friends also real quick at Statement Games. You can check them out for a fun, free twist on fantasy sports. You have a chance to win some great gift cards and prizes. It is free to enter, free to participate, and look, you have a chance to win some free stuff. So tell them the AAT Sports Network sent you on over, statementgames.com. But Peanut, look.
Oh. Yeah,
we're back, baby.
We're back. We're back.
Excitement in the city of Philadelphia as the Philadelphia Eagles improve to 4-0 on the season as they claw back to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 29-21. Look,
that was scary though.
It wasn't pretty. It wasn't the greatest performance.
Nope.
But overall, they were able to find a way, overcome the adversity, and fight back to win 29-21 and improve the 4-0. So, Peanut, just give us and the people any thoughts you had on Sunday's victory.
Sunday's victory proved beyond a questionable doubt that this team can persevere through tough situations. They were down 14-0, and I'm going to admit it, I'll eat crow. I thought the game was done. I thought we were looking at fool's gold. I thought we were done. But I was proud of the way the team responded. Excuse me. It was horrible weather. We're going against a good team, great coach. It lifted my spirits a little bit, and it made me realize that this team can get over the hump. I mean, we had a couple games where we weren't even scoring in the second half. So at that point, when we were down 14-0, I was a little nervous. But to see the team rally together, to see their playmakers make plays, and to see the coaching, excuse me,
you're pulling a man.
The coaching, step it up a little bit was inspiring to see that. So I was in awe to see the team come from behind and actually pull this tough win in tough weather versus a tough team. Jeff, yours?
Well, absolutely. Look, going into this game, we knew the weather conditions were going to play a factor, and it was kind of surprising to see Nick Sirianni try to be a gunslinger with his offense and throw the football as early as they did, which is, I feel, one of the reasons why. Look, they got down 14-0. They weren't able to move the ball effectively. They weren't able to pick up first downs. They weren't able to do much. And I would say Jalen Hurts throws that pick six. And look,
right,
I agree with you. We thought we were in trouble. How was this team going to overcome a 14-point deficit
in the first quarter?
This was a team, they might have been down a couple points, but they were never down by double-digit scores, I don't believe, anytime yet this season. Yeah. So for them in the weather conditions that they were, and with Jalen Hurts struggling, it was incredible and breath of fresh air and a move in the right direction to see Nick Sirianni adjust his game plan. He saw what his team was struggling with, and he went back to what works. He knew that the Eagles can effectively run the football. Yeah. This was a team last year that was number one in the National Football League when it comes to the rushing offense. You have a mobile quarterback that is a dual threat guy that has to keep their opposing defenses on edge.
Right.
You have a great running back, or not great, but so you have a decent running back of Miles Sanders who had a career.
No, you know what?
He had a career game.
He's a great running back. Give him. He's been doing this year. Look, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people have been doing that all week, and he's averaging. Was it? I think in that game he averaged 5 yards a carry. Like, he's doing great. The problem with Miles Sanders is the injuries. The injuries.
Well, that's why I can't consider him great. Oh, great quarter or great running backs
don't get injured.
Know how to stay healthy. Know how to have this type of game week in and week out. And Miles Sanders, he's in a contract season right now. And he's a guy right now that. Look, he's looking to get paid, and this was definitely a game in the right direction. And I want to see how he builds upon that. Right now, he's top 5 in rushing.
Yeah,
I would say last week he had 27 carries, 134 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Obviously, his best game as an Eagle in his entire career the last 4 seasons. So obviously, it worked wonders. But I'll say you have Miles Sanders. You have Jalen Hurts, who rushed for 16 rushes for 38 yards and a touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell got a couple carries in there. Trey Sermon, who had to fill in for Boston Scott, who's banged up, had a couple nice runs.
He show up. Boy, did he show up.
2 rushes for 19 yards. But look, they were some big runs that moved the chains and gave them some first downs. But if you had told me that the Eagles would Jalen Hurts would be 26 of 25, 204, no touchdowns passing, an interception with a QBR 22.8. I'm telling you, we're probably not winning this football game.
Agreed.
Because Jalen Hurts has been the workhorse in this offense. He is what makes this. He's the engine. He's what that makes this offense and this team roll.
Agreed.
And look, his dual threat ability, it was a tremendous factor in this game. And Sirianni found ways to exploit the Jaguars defense for that reason, because you saw a lot of time they were trying to spy Jalen Hurts, and it opened up a lot of the lanes in the run game.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, which brings me to my segue. So the Hurts alerts, we're still like we're going.
It's gonna be off. It's gonna be off the charts soon.
See, I was gonna say it started off here and it's been here the whole time, so that's a positive thing. This light does not do it justice. Let me see if I could slant it a little bit.
Yeah, we have shitty lighting in this.
We
basement.
have shitty lighting, but. Yeah, the Hurts alerts is still in the green. I thought we'd be in the blue, maybe elevated, but I'm surprised to see Hurts the way he's been performing week after week. Hurts alerts brought to you by Doan Distillery. He's been doing excellent. He's been playing excellent, and there was that one 4th down play that I think defined Hurts' season where he walked up and Sirianni was like, yeah, go ahead, I trust you. And I think that meant a lot to Hurts. You're talking about a quarterback that's been replaced by Tua, had to move, a guy that's second-round pick, a guy behind a franchise quarterback. And for probably the first time in his entire life, not life, I'm sure, but career, the coach looked at him and said, I trust you, and he delivered. And to me, I think if this doesn't solidify that this is our guy, man, I don't know what does. Like, the guy's proven that he's making the throws, he's running the ball, he's making smart plays, he's reading defenses, like he's doing everything everyone wanted, for crying out loud. Like, can we just give the guy some due, at least until he's in the yellow? When he's elevated, we can start talking about replacing him. But right now, a quarter through this whole season, this guy has been proven, this guy has delivered, and this guy is an absolute leader. Hands down. What do you and shout out Adam, bro. Adam Sazy, Laura, everyone that's responding in the comments section. Yeah. Laura's my wife. I love you, baby.
Drop the comments. Tell us what you think of the Eagles so far. 4-0 start to the season. How long do you think that this run can take? Mm-hmm. Does this team have it in them to go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe even 10-0 to start the season? I would say they have a couple big games coming up this week against the Arizona Cardinals. They have the Dallas Cowboys. They have the Pittsburgh Steelers later on. So look, not a lot of easy games. I understand the schedule. I'm tired of hearing fucking fans say on first they're saying the Jaguars, oh, they're a tough team. The Eagles, look what happens. Look what happens to the Eagles when they play a tough team when we're down 14-0. Then when we come back and fucking win, score for 20 points in the second quarter, we come back and win. And now they're saying that we have a cupcake schedule. Yeah. Fuck the cupcake schedule.
Word.
We play who we have to play against, and as long as that we have that W every goddamn week, that's all that freaking matters.
That's right.
But according to, along with Peanut's point about Jalen Hurts being the guy, there's someone else on this Eagles team that is also believing in Jalen Hurts.
The run game adjustments, the kills, getting to different plays at the line of scrimmage based on what the defense is in. You've seen him mature and get better and better at that. You've seen him be more confident in making those adjustments when he does see them. I think that obviously as he's had more experience and more just film study throughout the course of the last 2.5 years, you're seeing a guy that really is confident to make those changes and get us into plays that are conducive.
So, I'll say Jason Kelce, the longtime veteran here, the leader of that locker room, he's seeing a lot of improvement from Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts is a guy that has improved despite the stats last week. He's still, like you say, he's being a leader in that locker room. He's being a leader on that field. He's executing the game plan to the best of his ability. And he's opening things up in the offense. But
he's winning games.
He's winning games, and that's all that Philadelphia fans matter. And on the other side of the ball, the one big thing that we're seeing is the tremendous play from our defense. Hassan Reddick named Defensive Player of the Week this past week. He's now, I believe, the 5th Eagle to receive some type of week award this season. Jalen Hurts has got one. Zach McPherson got a Special Teams Award. I'm pretty sure Darius Slay was out there, got one. Yeah. So, look, this team, they're getting recognized. They're starting, especially the defense side of the ball. You're starting to see the rest of the league and the rest of the national media realize that Philadelphia, they are no joke. This is a team that can possibly they might be the best in the NFC, maybe the whole NFL. Who knows?
Hey,
but look, they're going out there, balling out, and they're performing.
Hey, put some respect on that name. Put some respect on the name. And you know what's weird? You're right. To bring something that you said earlier, it's almost like every week they're like, well, this is why you won this game. Well, this is why you won this game. Why can't you just not you, but why can't you, the people that don't believe in the Philadelphia Eagles, just give us some props when we deserve props? Look, if we slide 3 games, we'll be talking shit on them just as much as you will. But the thing is the way this team has performed within the first quarter of this season is outstanding. And we're talking the quarterbacks in the mention for MVP. We're talking about the defense shutting quarterbacks down. And I don't mean shutting them down. I mean shutting them down. Quarterbacks are fumbling there. Oh, it's weather. But what about remember we had 9 sacks versus Foles. Foles. Sorry, Wentz. Excuse me. 9 sacks versus Wentz. They're like, oh, well, it's Wentz. Oh, we had all these fumbles with Lawrence. Well, it was the weather. And, you know what I'm saying, God forbid next week, well, you know, he's playing too much Call of Duty or Dak's thumb isn't right yet. I feel like every week they're just going to come up with some new excuse to say anything other than this team is actually legit. This team is actually on the move.
Fuck the haters.
Fuck them.
Look, this is the one.
Fuck them.
Number one offense, I believe, in the National Football League. The only team in the NFL, I think, that put up over 400 yards all 4 games this season. I believe they're top 5 in scoring right now. Look, so they're a team that's putting up a lot of points, and their defense has been tremendous. Number, I think, 2, maybe 3 in sacks this season. Turnovers last week, 5 takeaways from this Eagles defense. They allowed the Jaguars 2 of 7 on 3rd down, only giving up 219 total yards on 46 plays, which was an average of 4.8 yards a play. Look, this defense, they're hitting home. They're getting the job done. They're causing havoc. They're making a difference in these football games. I understand the weather last week was a major factor, but it was also a major factor for the Philadelphia Eagles. The fact that they were going for on 4th down on certain situations because of the wind, because of Jake Elliott's injury, the fact that you said they believe in Jalen Hurts, look,
it's falling in place.
It doesn't matter. This was a team that was executing. And everyone wants to say that Jacksonville Jaguars were a shitty football team. You seem to forget that this was a Jacksonville Jaguars team that outscored their last 2 opponents, the Colts, who just beat the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Las Vegas Chargers, wherever the fuck they are right now. The Chargers outscoring them 63-10 in 2 weeks.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
They made Trevor Lawrence look like a freaking scrub. 11-23, 174 yards. Yeah, you got 2 touchdowns, interceptions, couple fumbles here and there. They shut down the run game for the most part. So look, I want some damn respect for this fucking Eagles team.
Put some respect on the names.
I want some respect.
That's you know what, I agree with you, because every week it seems like it's the same thing. And mind you, win or lose any game from this point forward, up until this point, you have to put respect on this name. Like, the Eagles have been balling out. Like, this is probably the best 4 games I've seen within the last decade.
And look, I'll say the Minnesota Vikings, they're 3-1. They're 3-1 to start the season.
Well, they were like, oh, but Jefferson's gonna burn, blah blah blah.
3-1 to start the season. The Detroit Lions, they're a lot better football team than what their record suggests. Number 1 offense, but also the worst defense. They need to shore up that defensive side of the ball, and they could be a force to be reckoned with in the NFC as well.
Absolutely.
And then you have they had the Lions start the season, the Minnesota Vikings, the Jaguars. Who the hell did they have also?
What? Huh?
What was the 4th team?
It was the 4th team.
Or the 3rd team.
The 3rd team, it was the Washington Redskins.
Oh, Washington Commanders.
We were there. We were there. Hey, Adam says we're going 10-0. Adam, that's a bold predicament. Put that up there. Put that down there.
Yep, I did.
Adam says 10-0. Hey, maybe if we go 10-0 at that point, like, what they're gonna be like, well, you're only 10-0 because Jupiter's close to Mercury, and the way the stars align, Dak Prescott, he had diarrhea. That's the way it's gonna happen. Every week is gonna be the same thing. If we keep winning like this, like, just give us some respect, man. Trust me.
Adam chimes in. The team reminds him of the 2017 team. Everything is just falling into place. And
I agree with you on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we might have a cupcake schedule
so far,
but I still feel this is one of the better teams in the National Football League. I'm not trying to get too overhyped. I'm not trying to say the Super Bowl term yet, or the S word yet. I'm not trying to say that just yet, because look, I don't want to get overhyped. I'm still a little nervous because, look, this is still a team that really hasn't beaten anyone under Nick Sirianni. I don't think they didn't beat Tom Brady last year, so we'll see in a couple weeks when they face off against the Green Bay Packers and Aaron Rodgers. We'll see what happens if they make the playoffs, as they should. Who knows what can happen from now to January.
I agree.
If they make the playoffs, we'll see how things roll there. But right now, things are sitting pretty. Things are exciting, and
smiles on our face.
Smiles from ear to ear here in the city of Philadelphia. And
cupcake.
You're a cupcake, Jenna.
Hashtag call.
Jeff Cough. We probably, every time one of us coughs, we probably should donate something to charity or something.
That's actually not a bad idea. Anyone in the comments section, every time Jeffrey coughs, I will donate $10 to whatever charity you see fit. Let me know.
But look, they have a tough task this week against the Arizona Cardinals in Glendale on the road. 4:25 kickoff. Unfortunately, someone's going to be missing the game most likely.
I'm not missing the game. I will get the game. I'm going to watch it on YouTube, TV on my phone. I got to spend some time with the family. As a matter of fact, happy birthday to Montana. We'll see you. We'll be in Philly actually Saturday. Love you. We'll see you. We're going to have a good time. And I'm going to watch. Just don't text me during the game. Please don't, because if I'm not watching the game, I'm recording the game. So please don't text me.
Your wife is denying our claim for donating to some charity.
No, she won't. Nobody donates more than my wife. So I'll go home. She'll be like, you know what? I found these 5 charities. Maybe we should do that. Like, she'll donate. And mind you, she's probably like, man, Jeff coughs like 50, 60 times. Like, dude, I'm not putting $600.
We'll do a quarter. Quarter for every cough.
We'll do 50 cents. We can't do a quarter. Yeah, let's do a quarter.
But look, I'll say the Philadelphia Eagles take on the Arizona Cardinals this coming week, the 4-0 Eagles. And look, we sort of discussing it, but
yeah.
Can this team continue the roll? Can they continue this dominant fashion heading to Arizona? Look, the Eagles are, I believe, like a 6-point favorite or so. Let me find that. They are, as of writing this afternoon, they are a 5-point favorite.
5-point favorite.
So I'll say, give or take, obviously, usually the home team usually has a 3-point advantage. So essentially, Vegas thinks it's roughly going to be about an 8-point game.
Well, the reason why I get nervous about this game, and I'm not saying, and we're not going to get into that yet, but the reason why I get nervous is during this whole season, we haven't faced a mobile quarterback yet. And we haven't seen our defensive schemes against a mobile quarterback. So I think after this game, like win, lose, or draw, we're going to get a gauge of what this defense really is. Like, look, when it comes to pocket quarterbacks, you guys are done. The way this line is getting to the quarterback, the way this defensive is playing, the way the defensive backs are playing, I feel comfortable with a pocket quarterback. I have a problem more or less with the running quarterback. We haven't faced that. And the only reason I say that is because I'm a Madden player. Shout out to all my Madden players.
This ain't Madden, bro.
I kill people when it comes to pocket quarterbacks. Mobile quarterbacks, it's a wrap. Like, I just don't know how to defend them. So I'm basing this game off of the way I played Madden 23. We'll see, though. And you know what's weird? If we win this game, they're going to be like, well, Kyler Murray he hasn't been studying, or like every week is the same thing. So I just want to see this team persevere. Is that a word? Someone in the comment section. I might have fucked that up.
You're asking the dude has more Jeffisms than the fucking dictionary.
No, I'm asking Jennifer Warner, and I'm asking Laura McClafferty, is persevere a word, or is it persevere? Persevere sounds right. Yeah. I want to see these guys persevere versus I'm sure I'm going to get like everyone, you murdered the word. Probably. I want to see them like go against these quarterbacks, different forms of quarterbacks, and annihilate them. Like, I want to see this. And he looks like a child. This guy is like 4 foot tall when compared to all these other players. But the problem is that 4 foot tall dude, he will tear you up on the run, on the boot. He's going to improvise. He's going to fight. So if we can win this game, I would feel more comfortable going into the season knowing we're going to face other mobile quarterbacks in the same situation.
I'll say Jonathan Gannon has his hands full, and I agree with you. Going into this week, it's going to be interesting to see what type of game plan that he's going to have for Kyler Murray. Because, look, the Eagles have the last couple of weeks have found ways to get after the quarterback by hitting home with their front line. Look, I say they're the only team in the National Football League that have 5 players with at least 2 sacks this season so far.
Yeah.
So look, they're finally getting their groove and getting after the quarterback. It's gonna be one of those things. Can they contain him? I don't believe the Eagles are going to find a way to shut him down. Kyler Murray, as much as the Arizona Cardinals have struggled and they got a big victory last week in Carolina, there's still a team that can be extremely dangerous even without DeAndre Hopkins. They have that Hollywood Brown connection. Yes. It's going to be interesting to see how the Eagles find a way to contain Murray and contain Hollywood Brown, because right now James Bradbury and Darius Slayer are two of the best corners in the National Football League right now. Yeah. I believe they are the top 5, one of the top 5 tandems, and when it comes to yards allowed when thrown their way this season so far.
It feels good. Doesn't it feel good? Like, we thought we were going into the season, this was going to be one of those like, oh, well, we got that draft pick next year, we'll get that quarterback. So it was more or less like, next year. I'm starting to become a believer. Like, I'm starting to get to that point where I'm like, wait a minute, he's making the contested throws. the 50-50 balls are starting to become more of a Eagles versus them thing. So I'm starting to wonder if like maybe we caught lightning in a bottle again, and that would be wonderful. And now we caught lightning in the bottle with a young quarterback who's been an underdog his whole life. Excuse me. 25 cents to whatever charity anyone decides. 25 cents. That's what we agreed to. But we're starting to see this team, and a young team. I mean, AJ Brown's what, 24? You got Smitty, who's in the second year. You got a young quarterback, and you got these young offensive linemen. You got everything seems to be trending towards, and I'm not going to say the D word. I'm not going to do it, but it's trending towards multiple years of the same team with the possibility to win a Super Bowl title.
So you're on McNabb's side. What he said earlier this week that he believes Philadelphia is a two or 3 year Super Bowl team.
Shout out McNabb. Like, yeah,
take 2 or 3 years.
At first, when I read that, it was hard. Like, me as an Eagles fan, it's hard to like say yeah, because in my mind, I mean, we had it. We got spoiled with McNabb. McNabb was like, we can say what we want about McNabb, all the jokes or whatever. The truth is, like, the guy kept us in for like a decade.
Yep.
A decade, and we haven't had that since. So, yeah, I'm starting to trend towards like, listen, if we win this game, I'm more solidified in that fact that maybe there's something here. Like he said, what did he say? 2 or 3 years off?
He said he believes Philadelphia could win a Super Bowl in the next 2 or 3 years if they believe in Jalen Hurts and decide to extend them.
Yeah. I'm with McNabb on that one. Well, I actually agree with McNabb on
this
that
team
one.
has the core in place. We always felt they were a quarterback away. Yeah, there's going to be some overturn. I'll say we all know what's going to happen with Fletcher Cox. You all know what's going to happen with Jason Kelsey. You all know what's going to happen with Brandon Graham. So a lot of the veteran weight that you have on this team. And look, what do you do with Darius Slay or James Bradbury? James Bradbury, I believe, is only on a 1 year deal.
Yeah.
So and then you have Darius Slay, who's early 30s. Or late 20s, early 30s, somewhere around there. So how much longer can he stick around? Yeah. And do you try to find that replacement within the draft?
Yeah.
In the next couple of years. So look, Howie has done a good job. He got the pieces in place. We have 2 first-round picks, which the Saints tracker, every single week, Eagles fans are going to be looking at it. Right now, if the season ended today, granted, we still have 3/4 of the season left.
Yeah.
They're right now will have the 4th overall pick and the 32nd overall pick of the season ended today. So
not bad. Oh, mind you.
And we would have possibly about $39 million in cap space for next season.
Hey, Howie Roseman. Go ahead. You say, I love you, Howie.
Yeah, fuck Howie. What up,
and by the way, it says B104.
B104.
Yo, you get a free shout out, B104. Stop playing Blue Cantrell. No one likes that song.
I'll say Adam asked us, who you think would spy Murray so he doesn't run a lot?
Ooh.
I think you have to put one of the speed linebackers. You have to put on Kaiser White. I just don't feel it's Gannon's style. Gannon is the type of guy that he either likes the guys to sit back in coverage and try to get pressure from your front four, or he's going to bring some extra pressure. So it'll be interesting to see what Gannon comes up with.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this is going to be the game where Gannon blitzes based off of
I don't like that.
Well, listen, that's what I would do.
I'll say the more you blitz, the more I'll say we see what we see what happens with Jalen Hurts. Anytime someone brings extra pressure, you know the mobility
Jalen
that
Hurts
he has.
and Murray are 2 different people, though.
You're right. Kyler Murray was a first round selection.
Oh, here we go with that. See, this is the stuff that offends Hurts, man. Listen, Murray's one of those guys where he's not paying I'm gonna say it. I don't think he studies as hard as Hurts. I don't think he works as hard as Hurts. I don't think he sees and pre-reads the defense before the snap like Hurts. And I think
work ethic doesn't mean shit.
See,
in this league when look at Tom Brady.
Hold on,
that dude misses so much practice. He doesn't need the fucking work ethic.
He's 45 years old. He's like a shaman at this point. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't need to practice anymore. But I feel like with Murray, and I might be wrong. I'm hoping I'm not. But I feel like if you throw the house at this guy, confuse this guy, pressure this guy, make him make decisions that he doesn't need to make, at this point, like at that point, you would force him to make mistakes. Now his athleticism outweighs his intelligence. Hurts, on the other hand, it balances out. Like he's super balanced. Like even when he makes mistakes, he's super balanced. Like he doesn't fold. He doesn't make super bad mistakes this year. And I feel like if you throw the house at Murray, that's how you win the game. So I feel like this is going to be a blitz heavy game. I feel like it's going to be disguised. It's going to be nothing but continuously just trying to get in this guy's face, frustrate him. You want him to roll out at this point. Like you got to blitz him. You got to do it. You got to do it. You know what I'm saying?
But look, I'll say one other quarterback that's going to be playing opposite of Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. He is very impressed with the Arizona Cardinals, and he was kind of upset with the Philadelphia media this past week for not bringing them up.
Thanks, Joe.
I will say this too. I didn't get any questions about the Cardinals for real this game, so I don't want y'all thinking this is a really good team we're about to play. They have a really good defense, disruptive up front. They have speed on the back end, so let's not set the precedent for that. This is a good football team.
Yeah.
Look, he's giving them respect. He doesn't want the rest the media or the fan base to overlook the Arizona Cardinals. Look, this is the Arizona Cardinals team. Yeah, started this season 0-2. Yeah. They have won 2 straight, and they're playing some decent football, and they're gonna be at home.
They can beat you.
They can beat you.
They can beat you. There's no question. Arizona's no slouch. That's 50 cents. Yo, someone bring up a charity because I'm already 50 cents deep in this one. But look, 70 cents. That went down the wrong pipe. I'm sorry.
You're not even drinking anything. He's not even drinking this wonderful Doan right now.
I am drinking this wonderful Doan.
Okay,
as a matter of fact, I started off, good segue. I started off with the Doan Gunpowder Old Fashioned. If you guys like something on the rocks, something smooth, something nice that you can sip on, go to Doan, get the Gunpowder Old Fashioned. It is one of my favorite drinks. I brought it here for that reason, and I'm telling you, it is wonderful. Now I'm drinking the Quakerade Peach. Doan Distillery. This argument is brought to you by Doan Distillery. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, we can't overlook any team from this point forward, especially when you're undefeated. Every team wants to be the guy to take you off the pedestal. Every team is going to give you their best.
Yep.
So from this point forward, it's going to be nothing but like downhill, falling, rocks in your face. If you can pull off a win no matter what, from this point forward, that's what solidifies you as the best team in NFL. Yeah, I was going to say NFC
or NFL, but yeah. But look, the Eagles are. We brought up this past week on the pregame show at Doan.
Yeah,
that the biggest thing that we want to come out of this football game, especially with the weather the way it was last week, was for them to come out healthy. And unfortunately, it's not too serious. But the Eagles are a little banged up right now, as it was reported today by Adam Schefter that it is very unlikely that kicker Jake Elliott will be able to go Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. So they get kicker Dicker. Dicker the kicker.
Dicker the kicker. I'm getting that jersey, by the way. We were joking about that earlier, but I'm dead serious.
And then also Jordan Mailata, who left this past week game with a shoulder injury. It was, I'll say, yeah, they don't think it's anything like he has to need surgery on or anything like that. He did say it was reported that he might miss this week's game, but then it was reported later today by Jeff McLean that he is day-to-day. It's not going to require any surgery, and he might be able to go on Sunday. So
I'll take it.
The big thing is, if he can't go, I don't trust Jack Driscoll. And I'll say we saw as soon as Mailata left that game, you saw how he got bulldozed and he fell right into Zach Ertz. And I know they activated Andre Dillard to the active roster this past week. So do you go with Dillard? Do you go with Driscoll? For some reason, Mailata can't go.
I would go with Driscoll. And the reason why I would is I don't want to judge him off that game. You put him in a game. Listen, when the chips are down, the other team's going to play hard. It's tough to fuck that. I'm going to go with Driscoll. That's my final answer. Buzz it in. Bang. And the reason why is I think, honestly, like, other teams see an injury and they're going to attack that injury. So, obviously, that's what they're going to do. I think this week, Sirianni's going to be smarter. If Driscoll's in, if there's a problem, there's going to be backup. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not a coach.
I'll say Adam chimes in asking if Darius Slay is going to play. He was a full participant today for his forearm injury, so that's a positive sign. The fact that your corner has a forearm injury, obviously it's not broken. Otherwise, or if it is broken, I'm pretty sure he can still play with it. If he's wearing a cast, he's a little limited.
It's just a little limited.
Yeah, I would say he's going to be a little limited when it comes to maybe trying to intercepting the football. But look, right now it is a very positive thing when it comes to Thursday, because usually Thursday's your day that you're instilling your game plan. You're getting your guys ready for Sunday, and you're trying to put the best your best game plan out there to get ready for the game. And the fact that he is out there, because Wednesday's usually a walkthrough, Thursdays are usually a big practice. Friday it could tell a few things here and there depending on what happens there. But right now it does look like Darius Slay might be playing Sunday. Another guy that possibly could be missing Sunday's game is also Boston Scott. And look,
Boston Scott,
I'm saying, unfortunately, no offense to Scott.
Yeah, you might have lost his job. He might have lost his job last week. I'm just being real. Like, I love Boston Scott. Like, the guy, and mind you, like, I have nothing bad to say about him. But the problem with the NFL,
he was limited participation, but the chances of him playing are a little
correct.
Not good.
I agree.
Avonte Maddox is another guy that would possibly be missing there a week.
That's huge.
So
that's huge. Because who do you put in that nickel?
Well, you have Scott still, which did not play well last week.
Yeah,
I was saying, granted, Christian Kirk, because of the wind conditions, I feel wasn't that much of a factor. It wasn't because of Scott. It was more because of the wind conditions.
And it was a shitty fucking day, dude.
Yeah, it was a complete shitty day.
I mean, not shitty day because we won, but shitty day.
Adam also asked, are we worried about Zach Ertz? Look, this is Zach Ertz' first game since being traded from the city of Philadelphia, from the Philadelphia Eagles to Arizona Cardinals. And look, Zach Ertz, a very beloved Eagle. And he's a guy that I would say we thank him for his service with the Eagles. We thank him for helping him bring us that Super Bowl.
Facts.
And look, he could still be a guy that could be a force in an offense. He's a guy that could still make plays even at his age. So, yeah, of course you'd be worried with Zach Ertz, especially depending on the game plan when it comes to what Gannon's trying to design. Is what's going to be his focus. If he's going to be focusing on Kyler Murray for the most part of this game to try to contain him and shut him down to make sure he doesn't break one free with his legs, if they're going to try to shut down Hollywood Brown, who brings a tremendous amount of speed on the outside that can stretch the field and make a big play at any moment.
Yeah, well,
I'll say Zach Ertz could be a very underrated player for the Arizona Cardinals in this game
as a catcher. I want to see Zach Ertz block this defensive line.
He's not fucking blocking.
Well, that's my point. That's my point. Like, look, you can catch the ball all you want. If you get to the quarterback before you pass that ball, then Zach Ertz doesn't matter. So when you're a tight end, there's two things. I used to be a tight end in high school, actually. If you look it up, if you go back in the
here we
Rolodex.
go. Peanuts one game of play, catching one touchdown, whatever the fuck your stat line is.
I'm like Al Bundy, where he's like, I caught that one. Listen, when it comes to tight end, there's more to just catching the ball, running a route. Now, the pressures.
Not today's NFL. Today's NFL, the tight end position has dramatically changed since Mr. Break a Hip olden days in the 80s.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude. I'm not that old. I'm not that much older than you. I'm just saying, like, look, when it comes down to it,
you're 40.
Oh, geez, that was nice, actually. That was the nicest thing you said. Shut up.
Sorry, 41.
Shut up. Yeah, that was even nice.
42.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to the tight end position, say Murray's being manhandled the whole day, they're gonna have to have more blockers out there, and unfortunately, Zach Ertz won't be able to run those routes. So the goal for the Philadelphia Eagles in this game is to make sure Zach Ertz does not become a receiver. Make sure that he becomes the extra guy blocking this, because I trust my corners, I trust my linebackers, and I trust my safeties at this point. So in order for us to win this game, Zach Ertz has to become a blocker, not a receiver.
I don't think that's going to be that much of a factor. Look, I think Zach Ertz can be a very pivotal point, a very pivotal player, key player for the Arizona Cardinals. But I don't think it's going to come down to the fact that we have to completely eliminate him from their game plan. I'll say nothing against Zach Ertz. He can still be a threat. He can still make plays, but he's not Hollywood Brown. He's not DeAndre Hopkins.
I agree.
Yeah, he can help you pick up first down in open space and find holes in the zone coverage, or maybe break off from a linebacker a little bit man to man. But
I agree.
Look, if we're getting pressure on the quarterback and containing Kyler Murray and taking him down, it's not going to matter if he's running routes or not.
I agree with that. That's true. That's true. I don't agree with any of that.
Yeah, whatever.
I agree with what I just said.
Sure.
So I'm gonna be real with you. Like I'm a little scared about this. When you're undefeated, every game is always gonna be scary. So I'm worried. I'm a little worried, but I'm gonna take a step back and I'm gonna trust the coaching. And coaching is gonna be the biggest thing of this game. If the coaching plays their part, there's no way we lose this game, because the players have been dogging it for the last 4 games. But I'm a little afraid of being overcoached in this game and a little over athleticized. Like when you have a guy like Kyler Murray who can run around, like literally, like it's a video game. Like he can run back, forth, or back, and then just bomb it. So I'm afraid of those things. But when it comes down to the strategic chess pieces moving, if we move our pieces correctly, I'm not afraid of this game. And I said it.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of this game. It's not like last week's game.
Last week's game was scary.
Last week's game, I know everyone's like, I was kind of that they weren't nervous. They weren't worried of Jacksonville Jaguars. I kind of felt last week was a trap game. And this week sort of is too, because look, a lot of people are overlooking the Arizona Cardinals, but they're a team right now that has won 2 in a row. They're putting up a lot of points. Yeah, their defense has been struggling, but they're finding their groove. They're finding their identity a little bit. And it's going to be, I feel this week's game is going to be a tougher task than last week's game, because like you brought before, the mobility of Kyler Murray and how can Jonathan Gannon game plan for him and try to control that Arizona Cardinals offense.
It's scary.
Hollywood Brown, how's he going to play up against Darius Slay and James Bradbury? Can this defensive line get to Kyler Murray and get the pressure that we saw the last 2 weeks? A lot of those are going to be a factor. And how is Jalen Hurts going to play against this defense? Can he continue his MVP type of level that he's been playing despite last week's
Don't say setback. Don't say setback.
Underperformance.
It was like pouring raining. It was cold. Like, come on, man.
And I'll say he still made some plays. But I'll say that pick six was ugly.
Listen, he's afforded at least one of those. At least one of those.
He does. But look, I'll say about 40 minutes in the show, we can start winding it down a little bit, get it the fuck out here, get our weekend somewhat started here on Thursday night with Thursday Night Football. But
yeah, let's do it.
I'll say, let me know. So who do you have winning, player of the game, and what do you expect to happen in this football game?
I have the score at 31-14 Eagles, and I have the player of the game, Brown. I think Brown's going to light it up. I think this guy is going to go off. And honestly, I feel like the defense is going to hold Kyler Murray back. I feel like Gannon has been a smarter coach. He's been game planning better. So I'm hoping this is next week. I might be sitting here drinking to the point where I'm crying. I don't know. But I think the way things are trending, Gannon has proven that if you give him the pieces, if you give him the players, he's gonna find a way to win this game. But I think Hurts is gonna light it up. I really do.
I agree with you. Look, the Arizona Cardinals, they're a good football team. I say it's gonna be interesting to see if we meet up with them in the playoffs. If both teams make it later on in the season, we have to remember they're without DeAndre Hopkins, who was suspended through I think the first 6 games of the year. So once they get him back with him and Hollywood Brown, Kyler Murray's gonna have all his toys at his disposal, and it's gonna be interesting to see that what this offense can really do. We have all their pieces in place, but this week, the Eagles. I just feel the Eagles will overpower them. They just have too much offensive fire. They have too much offensive firepower that I feel the Arizona Cardinals are just not going to be able to control. Look, you bring up A.J. Brown. We have Devontae Smith, who has had a big game this season.
Facts.
You have Miles Sanders, who's coming off a career day last week.
Facts.
They have depth at the running back position with Sermon and Huntley and who else we have back there? If Boston Scott plays.
Scott, facts.
You have Dallas Goedert, who's been performing as one of the better tight ends in the National Football League through 4 games.
Facts.
So look, the amount of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is the leader of this team. He's what makes this train roll.
Mhm.
And look, if he continues the way he's been playing this season at MVP type of level, the fact that he's top 5 in passing, I think he's top 5 in total touchdowns, top 5 in quarterback rating. Look, he is what makes this team go, like we brought up before. And I don't see this Arizona Cardinals defense finding a way to slow him down. It could be an ugly game. I feel like this could be a game where it's going to be a statement game for the rest of the NFL. I know some media members and some of the national media and the fan base, other fan bases are still like saying, are the Eagles really that good being 4-0? Consider who they played. This week is going to be that statement game, and I feel they blow out the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to say 41 to 20.
Oh,
you have to remember, there's not going to be any weather conditions.
That's right.
I'll say this is going to be in the dome or roof open, whatever it may be. I'll say, but it's a different atmosphere. Granted, it's going to be humid. Arizona is a very humid state, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Eagles handle that being for where we play at.
I agree.
And I know Arizona is usually a stadium and a city a lot of opposing teams struggle in, but look, Jalen Hurts, I believe in the man. I'm starting to become a believer that he is our franchise quarterback.
That I agree with you 100%. I mean, 41 was maybe, but I'm telling you,
we are one of the top 5 scoring offenses in the National Football League, and I honestly don't feel that we have put in 4 quarters of football yet. Remember, This is a team that I don't believe still has scored in the fourth quarter. Let me check last week's. Yeah, they didn't score. Oh, sorry, they had 9 points in the fourth quarter last week. 9 points in the second half. So,
still won.
So look,
still won.
Yeah, we won, but again, this was a team that we aren't playing our best football yet. I feel we're still laying things out there, and we're still making bonehead own mistakes. We're still trying to clean those up, and we haven't been able to find that groove in the second half. And once we start getting things rolling and clicking on all cylinders, we are going to be fucking unstoppable.
Ooh, baby. You know why I put the shades on, right?
Why is that?
Because the future's looking bright. Fuck y'all. I'm telling you,
sorry, Jenna, it's dry, but it's still fucking hot. If I go there, my fat ass is sweating my fucking ass off.
I'm sweating right now. I'm in the basement. There's an air conditioner.
Well, we finally have our fucking heat on because it's been like 50 degrees the last goddamn week.
That's $1.
God, you're up to like $2 now.
No, that's $1, man. I've been keeping count, man. Keeping count.
Whatever.
Yeah, this show is. We don't show this to your kids. Save the children. Save the children.
Save the fucking children.
Don't show this to your kids. We curse. We do all kinds of stuff. I'm an alcoholic. I've been drinking the whole time.
At 6 o'clock in the evening. Damn.
Is it 6 o'clock?
Well, now it's almost 7.
Oh, thank God. Then I beat my record. We're good. We're good. We're good. Yo, shout out to everyone that's watching.
Yeah, sorry, Laura. We don't keep our air conditioner on 24/7 at 60 goddamn degrees where it's goddamn Alaska in your house.
I would say something, but that's your family. So I'm going to fall back on that one. But shout out to everyone that's been commenting and saying whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
Oh. It's Thirsty Thursday, man. She's right on that one.
It is Thirsty Thursday.
That's right.
But doesn't that only start at 7?
No, it starts as soon as we get home, bro. Like, this is
girl.
I said, bro.
Oh, It sounded like you said girl.
I did say girl.
Yeah.
But shout out to everyone that watches. Shout out to everyone that goes to see us. Ariel, Amanda, Emily. When we do these live shows, it means a lot to us for you guys to come out and see us. So I am personally thanking you guys. Jenna, Laura, my son Evan, who doesn't need us at all because this motherfucker's famous.
Right.
Thank you very much. Like, every little bit helps. Thank you so much. Adam, I'm telling you, you're going to be on the show soon. I got to get you on the show, bro.
Yeah, hit us up, bro. We appreciate your support. And everyone else that doesn't watch this or comes out to our show, go fuck yourselves.
Fuck you. Fuck
the rest of my family that doesn't give a shit, go fuck yourself.
Wow. Well, yeah, fuck it. I got his back.
But again, we appreciate everyone for tuning in to another episode of Birds, Beers, and BS. Hopefully next week on Monday with our day after show here on Birds, Beers, and BS, talking about an Eagles victory. Otherwise, it's going to be a sad Monday and more drinking.
That is absolutely correct.
I'll say we'll be back next week with another episode of Birds, Beers, and BS next Thursday as well, talking about pre-gaming, possibly a battle for first place in the NFC as the Eagles host the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football.
That's the game. That's the temperature gauge. If we can go into this Dallas game and walk away with a solidified win.
Let's. Oh, okay. We go into that game with a big win this week. Okay. I thought you were calling out victory for next week.
No. If we can go into this game with a solidified win, it would mean the world to everyone that has been a doubter. Listen, this is the week. This is the time. Put some respect on our name. And Birds, Beers, and Bullshit will be here all season long. All season long to let you know how it goes. Win, lose, or draw. If we suck, we're going to say it. If we're dope, we're going to say it. That's just what we do. Sunglasses on.
I'll say we might not be the best. We might not be the greatest when it comes to this podcasting game or the greatest talking about sports. But look, the one thing that you get here on Birds, Beer, and BS is we're real. We don't fucking doubt anything. We don't sugarcoat it.
Hell no.
I'll say we might not be the most stat heavy show or give you the best knowledge, but look, we're two normal guys. We're two dudes that just want to sit here, talk some football, talk to you, ladies and gentlemen out there in Twitterverse, Facebookverse, the internet, wherever the fuck you may be watching the show.
I don't care where you watch.
We appreciate it.
That's right, and we suck. We know it.
Yeah, so again, thank you one for tuning in. Make sure you're following, liking, subscribing. Make sure you have that notification button clicks every time a show goes live here on the AT Sports Network on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. You get the notification, and we want you to chime in. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to know what you're thinking out there about the Philadelphia Eagles, about the Philadelphia Phillies, about the Philadelphia Union, any sport that's going on, wrestling, UFC. Let us know. Hit us up. Leave a comment. Tell your friends. Tell your family. Tell some hooker on the fucking side of the street about our show.
Whoa. Hookers?
I don't fucking know. They have
fucking hookers.
They have Facebook.
Yeah, they got Facebook. Yeah, hookers. Fuck it. Watch our show.
Whoever has a fucking phone, grab their goddamn phone and add AAT Sports Network and hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers here on the AAT Sports Network. But again, we want to say thank you to our sponsors because without them, we're honestly fucking nothing.
Pretty much.
So we'd like to thank our friends at Statement Games again for a fun-free twist on fantasy sports. Hit them up at statementgames.com. Tell them the AAT Sports Network sent you on over. You have a chance. It's free to play. So Laura, instead of losing with FanDuel every goddamn week, try to hit them up. I say, look on them. You have a chance, I think, win Target gift cards, other gift cards and prizes and all this other thing. Make sure to check them out. Again, statementgames.com for a fun free twist on fantasy sports. I'd like to also thank our friends at Stuff to the Grills in Allentown off the Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center. You can check them out by ordering or calling 484-274-6760 or visit them to stufftothegrills.com for their full menu and their daily and weekly specials. Right now with the fall season a lot of pumpkin flavored cheesecakes, desserts. There's a bunch of different types of sandwiches they have on the going out right now with the fall season. So again, make sure to check them out. And if you have they're available for catering. So if you have a work function, I know Jenna's work at Hanson Technologies, they use them quite a bit, and they rave reviews from Stuff to the Grill. So, or if you have a graduation, a family reunion, a birthday party, you're not looking to cook or try to get everything prepared or whatever, you just want easily order food brought, eaten, clean up easily.
They are your people.
Stuff to the Grills is the place to go. I'd like to thank our friends at Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant in Allentown, again, off Iroquois Trail in the Old Town Shopping Center. They're available for takeout or delivery at 610-395-2300 or vinnyspizzaPA.com.
Yeah.
You know, you can see the smoke, even though that fucking.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. We see the vaping.
We gotta
smoke.
widen that shit out. Oh shit! You see my hand right there?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Again, it's vaping.
I'm not smoking. I'm vaping.
Yeah, he's vaping. So I'll say they have game day and daily specials as well with football, college football, Major League Baseball playoffs in a couple of days. Basketball is about to pick up. Hockey season. Anytime you need food for your game day, and you either for at home, at a friend's house, you're looking to grab some pies, take some food over, Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant, they have it all. They have the pizzas, they have the subs, they have the cheese steaks, they have the French fries, they have it all. So again, Vinny's Pizza and Restaurant in Allentown.
Or Tuesday.
Or whatever, or Tuesday.
Yeah. Or
Jesus Christ. And then again, I'd like to thank our friends at Doan Distillery in Quakertown. They're located in the Trolley Barn Public Market. You can visit their website, doandistillery.com, to see their full list of the delicious drinks and spirits, including their peach Quakerade. And right now, like right before the fall season's around the corner, and it's every white girl's it's white girl season when it comes to the pumpkin spice.
I would have never said that, but yes, I agree with Jeff.
And look, they have it up. They right now. Peanut got a little of a pre-testing for it while we were there on Sunday.
It was
They
wonderful.
have a pumpkin spice rum.
It was pumpkin spice cream rum. It was the dopest. And yeah,
so if you're interested in ordering that, hit them up. They are taking pre-orders right now, taking your name and phone number. They'll give you a call when it does come in. Peanut loved it. You said it was creamy.
I said
yeah, right away. Him and his wife ordered 2 bottles.
It was creamy. Yeah, I signed up.
But also, I'll say we have some big news here on AT Sports Network. We had such a tremendous fun at Doan Distillery. They're bringing us back. Surprisingly, look.
Why?
Yeah, exactly. But
Don't.
Look, we will be broadcasting live from Doan Distillery in Quakertown. Oh, sorry. Doan Distillery was one of the shops we were in last time. They're actually going to have us in the middle of the Trolley Barn Public Market by one of the other vendors, so everyone can get a taste of Birds, Beers, and BS and the AT Sports Network as we break down the Eagles-Steelers matchup. Again, save the date, Sunday, October 30th. Right now, we're still determining the time. I know it says noon there, but we might start a little bit earlier. That way it gives everyone enough time to get out there, shop at the vendors, and then relax and watch the football games at the Trolley Barn Market, Public Market in Quakertown.
Yo, fill that place up, man. We got gifts that are going to be there. We're going to have a good time, man. It's going to be real fun.
I'll say we'll have giveaways. We have a bunch of stuff going on. And also, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure to go over to the AAT Sports Network Facebook page. We are giving away a $25 Doan Distillery gift card, courtesy of Doan Distillery.
Yes.
All you have to do is like and follow Doan Distillery, the Trolley Barn Public Market, and AAT Sports, and share the post, and you're automatically entered. Deadline to enter for that is Sunday, this coming Sunday. I believe I have it at midnight or noon, somewhere around there. All the details is there on the AT Sports Network page. It's the pin post up top. So I'll say if you want some extra entries, have your spouse, have your kid. You do have to be 21 or older to enter.
Well, yeah, obvious.
Well, I know some people try to have their kids that are 13, 14 years old try to fucking enter this shit.
Birds being some bullshit, bro. Woo! And shout out to fucking Party Doll Dave. Never gets a shout out, man. You know what? He's been sitting back here the whole time. Party Doll Dave. Shout out to him. Follow him on Twitter.
I don't know. Our fucking wives are bantering back and forth. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Let them banter. Love you guys. Thank you very much for your support. Laura McCungy, Albertus, Trexlertown, everyone that has been watching. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And as we end every single show and hopefully talk about an Eagles victory next week,
hey,
drink 'em if you got 'em.